leaves are brown.
All the leaves are brown.
And the sky is gray.
And the sky is gray.
No. I went for a walk. I went for a walk.
Went for a walk.
On a winter's day.
On a winter's
Wait, it's not the
day. On an autumn's day.
Autumn's day.
Autumn's day.
I was listening to some sort of podcast this morning.
Some sort.
Not ours.
Not ours.
But on this show, they said that that people named June tend to be born...
Hey, June.
No.
Don't make it...
Let's not make it sing-song time. This isn't Comedy Bang Bang when it's like him, like Scott and what's his butt? That guy that was John Ralphio.
Ralph Johnny-O.
No. But... Oh, yeah. So they were saying the people that are named June tend to be born in the month of June. People named Carol tend to be born on Christmas.
Is that so? Mm-hmm. I have a cousin named April who I believe was not born in April.
Oh, that's good.
My cousin Rena, however, her middle name is May, and guess when she was born?
October.
May.
Mayhap it is.
Mayhap it ain't. But mayhap this is horribly off topic.
Oh,
Episode
shit,
number 170.
And you're who?
I don't know. I'm Scrooge McDuck.
No.
You're what's his something McQuack.
What are you looking at?
I'm not looking at anything. I'm looking at you.
I'm looking at you,
fella.
There. You're like peeking over there. I'm not Launchpad McQuack.
Launchpad McQuack. And I'm not
talking about DuckTales.
Woo! Yes.
Why are you?
Why am I talking about DuckTales? Just because I am a silly...
You're Chris.
I am Chris.
And I'm Steve.
Okay. Here's something very important to get out of the way right now before we get started. 2 minutes into the show.
Okay.
We can't make any mistakes. We can't make anything that we have to bleep. We can't do anything like that.
You mean singing a bad like at the beginning? We already fucking ruined that. Too late.
No, that's part of the shtick, if you will. That's part of the shtick. Did I do that right? Did I get the right amount of ch in there in between the shtick?
I don't know if you pronouncing words oddly. And we did say mayhap it is, which was...
We did say mayhap it is. That's bad. Is that bad?
I don't know. It was a quote from Mother Abigail from The Stand.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I suppose we are appropriating Mother Abigail culture there a little bit.
See? See, you say one thing and then you're like... Let's roll with it. Let's push those boundaries.
So that's the sort of thing we can't say. What I just said, that's the sort of thing we can't say because we don't have any time to edit this, Steve. Today,
plus people might actually listen this week because they got your book.
Today, yes. They flip to the back. They're like, oh, wow.
Oh my God, this guy does a podcast.
I want E in my ears. That's
Is that what it says?
That's what it says. I'm sorry. Well, so, but it's Monday. It's already Monday. Usually we record on Saturday or Sunday or something like that. Sometimes we record on Monday, but it's Monday. It's 7:41 p.m. right now.
Yes, so we can't fuck around.
There's no power in my house. So beyond the normal sort of like I got to get up on Monday.
Well, guess what, Chris? I almost called you Steve.
Guess what, Steve?
Guess what, Chris? I've got the power.
Oh, do you have the no, not the will. I've got the power. I've got the right to survive. I can't remember that. How do I not remember all the rest of the words to that song?
Rising up, back to the top.
Back to the top? No, I was thinking of
taking time, taking
chances. No, I was thinking
goes in the back and beats up on the liverwurst. All the while, you can still hear him say.
He's doing a tour, isn't he?
Weird Al?
Yeah, he's doing a tour where he's not doing any of his parodies.
What?
I think it's got something like the something Vanity tour. He's going to the mouth of the port in the Shire of the New Hamp and all across the World Wide Web. He's going to Portsmouth. He's going to Portsmouth, New Hampshire, I think.
Where is he going to perform in Portsmouth?
I think the music hall in Portsmouth, and he's doing just his originals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But some of his originals are sort of like style parodies of.
Right, and that's the part I'm unclear about. Is he doing the style parodies? Is that amongst the originals that he's doing, or is he really just doing like the
Just songs that have nothing to do with any other songs.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious about. I mean, because I love Germs. I'd love to see. Let's isolate that. I love Germs. No, the song Germs.
That's surprising that you don't go on the subway.
From Amish Paradise. It's a Nine Inch Nails style parody, and it's very good.
That album was called Bad Hair Day.
Amish Paradise. No, yeah, you're right. It was called Bad Hair Day.
And I thought Germs was on Running with Scissors, wasn't it?
Ah, shit.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
I don't know. I just know that we can't mess anything up, or else because we're not Weird Al Yankovic.
No,
he doesn't mess anything up either. I suppose. I mean, he's quite the perfectionist.
He's meticulous in his parody and non-parody songs, I suppose.
I think so.
So if you guys are interested, go to see a band Weird Al and his band singing songs that aren't his parodies.
I think they are a tight band. I think they've
been together since like the beginning, I think.
Yeah, so I think they would be a good show. If I had any money left, I would. But I spent it all on my book.
All right. Well, hopefully you'll get money back from selling your book. So we just got hit by a storm last night.
We did. Yes. That is why there is no power at my house, and why I must very quickly put the podcast up here at your house before I leave. So the other thing that needs to happen is I need to not annoy you to the point where you're just like, get the fuck out of my house before I get a chance to post the show. Well. Because otherwise I'm going to have to drive to someplace with Wi-Fi. I'm going to have to...
Well, there's a Starbucks up the road.
Okay. All right.
That's a surprise. Does Dunkin' Donuts have Wi-Fi?
They might have done it at some point to compete with the Starbucks, but I don't know if they advertise it.
You know what really blows is like the Wi-Fi on the commuter rail. Like I've tried to hook up to it twice.
Is there Wi-Fi on the commuter rail?
Yeah, and it doesn't work. I've had like, you know how like when you have really bad service you have like 1X.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Instead of like 3G or LTE. Is that the
LTE? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I've gotten a website to load faster on 1X than on that fucking Wi-Fi on the train.
Well, that's the way Wi-Fi used to be, and you got so many people trying to log on to the same little network. It's probably not.
Yeah, but what the fuck? Like
probably people watching fucking YouTube.
Yeah,
Somewhere.
I'm not trying to watch anything. I just want to play my fucking phone games.
I don't blame you. That's what I would be.
I don't blame me either.
I don't blame. Actually, I wouldn't be playing games. I'd be doing
important work.
Yeah, I don't play games.
I don't want to play Bubble Witch or whatever.
I definitely don't want to play Candy Crush, Soda Pop, or whatever it is that my wife and my mom spend endless amounts of iTunes money on.
They actually spend money on it?
Oh yeah, all the time.
I've been playing Treasure Cruise for a little bit over 2 years now.
Sounds right.
Yeah, actually probably 2.5 years at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And I think. Total, and this doesn't actually. I don't think it counts as real money because it was from a gift card from a long time ago. But okay. I think I've spent approximately $5 on that game.
They spend that usually in a day and sometimes multiple days per week.
Damn.
But they couldn't do it today because there was no power at the house. So what happened with the storm here? So like
I don't know. Like we did not get much of a storm. Like when I was walking to the train station this morning, there was some like down branches and stuff. Yeah. But we like I think our town and the surrounding pretty much were unscathed by.
Yeah.
I mean, we got some rain. There was like a message on my phone when I first looked at it in the morning saying there was flash floods until 5:30.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I had the same one. But we got torrential rain and we got really high winds. My older daughter came in. She scares a little easy, so she came in, laid down. What? She slept next to Steph.
She was telling fibs next to you
for the rest of the night, and I went and slept in the other room. And then at some point the power went out, and it hasn't been back on since.
Oh. I mean, like, if you're going to have no power, I mean, this is the time of year to do it, I suppose.
Yeah. Except that there's no power in the school. There was no powers in the schools today. There's probably not going to be power in the schools for much of the day tomorrow, which means they are now going to have had 2 no school days before a flake of snow falls. That's not fun.
Well, it's weird, like, because, like, I didn't hear about this until, like, the weekend. And then, like, I don't know, it was just kind of bullshit. Like, the weather.
I mean, I had no idea it was going to be as bad as it was. I know that we were going to Maine yesterday for the October birthdays, which include my wife and my sister-in-law and me. And that my wife wanted to leave early because of rain, but I just thought rain. I didn't have any idea that it was going to be alpocalypse or snowpocalypse or rainpocalypse.
Gusty. Yeah, it was. I went to. It was sort of just kind of miserable all day yesterday, like sort of half raining, half like yuck. And I went to Carlin's. You remember Carlin's from back in my Air days?
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Tune into the earlier episodes of the podcast that you can only find on clarkwoods.com.
Yeah, fucking Squarespace.
They're not on Apple Podcasts anymore. They're only the most recent 100 episodes. So if you want to go back to I think early or probably late 2014 to early 2015.
Right. Those are the Air days.
Yeah, the Air days. And I would go to this divey bar, Carlin's, and they've been remodeling for the past since March, I think.
Yeah.
And they finally opened, so I went back and had a burger and a couple of beers, watched not the Patriots game, but the games that were on after the Patriots game.
Oh, right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was they kept on having this hashtag on the internets called hashtag not your father's Carlins or whatever. And going inside
that's a really long fucking hashtag.
Yeah. And I went in there and it looks a lot nicer, but it's
still your father's Carlins.
It's the exact same clientele. Like I used to go there on Sunday nights, I think, to do a couple of karaoke songs and then head home for the evening.
Yeah.
And I swear it was this exact same group of oldies.
Was there a lady with a oxygen tank?
No. Okay. I don't think that.
I mean, that's really the PA
but it's just
response of any karaoke place.
It was just like they're all like drinking cheap domestic beer. I was as well, even cheaper domestic beer because I was drinking the PBRs. Right. But yeah, they're all drinking cheap domestic, and they're all playing Keno like at different times. So the bartender, who's by herself, is constantly getting them like Miller Lights and playing Keno like every 5 seconds.
Yeah, in between their requests to turn on Fox News.
No, thank God. Like football was on and golf was on the other one. I was not sitting near the golf TV.
Yeah. Who watch? I was going to say who watches golf. My dad.
But then I was leaving. There was like some lady like doing this weird dance as I was leaving the bathroom.
Doing this dance for you?
No, it was sort of like, I don't know if it was like a taunt dance, like like she was being Dan from Street Fighter or something like that.
It wasn't directed at anybody in particular, maybe directed at the
I don't know if
game.
it was at me or whatever, but then she ran into the ladies' room. I'm like, okay, good for you. And
maybe
then
it was the pee-pee dance.
I don't know. Maybe it was. But then like the old ladies that were like sitting at the table were kind of like being menacing towards me. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? Did I say anything that pissed them off? Like I didn't say anything about oldies while I was there.
Yeah. No, is there only one bathroom?
No, there was two.
So it's not like you were holding up the bathroom for their pal who was just doing the pee-pee dance and then ran in there.
One of the things about Carlin's that they changed actually is that
they have gender non-specific bathrooms.
No. The ladies' room used to be up like up a flight of stairs and down a really long, creepy hallway.
Ooh, oh,
yeah. I mean, I never went up there because it was only the ladies' room up there,
yeah.
And the men's room was downstairs, and now the ladies' room is where the men's room was, and the men's room is across from the ladies' room, like most establishments. Like you would go to both of the bathrooms are right next to each other.
That would make sense.
Yeah. So it was just
the old ladies giving you the evil eye.
I don't know. They were just
maybe they thought you would understand their friend's flirting ritual. And they were just like, why didn't he go for her? And now she's crying in the bathroom because this kid didn't understand.
Maybe that was that. Come to think of it, I think it was more like silly than anything else. Maybe it was just silly. I don't know. I was just, I got a weird, like, what is going on here? I'm glad I'm leaving. I luckily already paid.
Right.
And I was just taking a piss before I left.
Yeah. Which is always a good move. I think that should be a requirement for any evening out, is that you always pee before you leave. Mm-hmm. I think you got to do it.
But yeah, like
I wish I could convince my kids that.
I'm sure that like all the people that are women that are going to Carlin's now are probably very appreciative as they can pee on the same floor.
Yeah, I mean it's a.
Although, aside from the oldies that were there weren't too many like
It weren't too many ladies.
Well, yeah, no,
or not too many people.
Yeah, but I think it was all old people. Like sitting at like this little table behind. And then there was like a couple of people around my age.
Well, isn't Air mostly old people?
I don't know. I think I thought it was becoming more of like
a hipster.
Well, not necessarily hipster, but I think it's becoming a place where people are buying homes.
Okay.
Because I mean, it's one of the places we consider. Becky didn't want to live that far away.
Got it. Yeah.
But we looked at a place to rent before we met with our real estate agent, and she worked miracles and found us this goddamn house.
Right, yeah.
Or well, it was sort of both us looking and her like working magic with the fucking
with the skunk. She said you need to get out of here, and then somehow the skunk didn't listen to her after a while, but
Yeah, so she did a bang up job getting us in this house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so we were looking at a place to rent there, and I mean, it would have been fine for me, like, because it would just been a couple more stops away on the commuter rail.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I think people are buying homes there because it is so close to the commuter rail, and it's relatively cheap in comparison to the rest of the state.
Yeah, it's. I'm not.
But it's not so far away that you can't like get to places still.
I don't mean to disparage, except that I mean
it was in like a major downturn for like years since like the Devon's Air Force base closed. So I mean, after that, it's like they had to get some industry in there, and now there's a bunch of some bio companies in Devon's, and I think some other companies there. So there's jobs there again. So.
Right? Are they all experimenting on Captain Trips? Do we got to be worried that Don't Fear the Reaper is going to come on? And
No, that was in Texas.
Well, I know, but maybe it changed the alternate timeline or something, and now it's in air. The end of the world starts in air.
You know what? Bring it.
I mean, really. I mean, we all know that.
I'm no longer like, whenever somebody's like, oh, this could be the end of the world, I'm like, yeah, okay, sure.
We're all gonna die
I'm
anyway.
okay. Oh, a meteor's gonna hit. Fine. Yeah. Like, I'm no longer scared of shit like that.
No, I mean, that's the one positive effect of
having somebody
of Agent Orange.
Yeah, having Agent Orange in a powerful house, just causing havoc every fucking day. So, but let's not talk. I want to talk about your book. You had a book weekend.
I had the book came out about a week ago, right? Because by the time this gets published, I think I go to sleep. It'll be.
Remember, if you you're not doing autographs with pictures in them anymore.
I mean, you could if you want. If you want to get an autograph and a picture, you could buy it at Clarkwoods.
You have to go to clarkwoods.com to buy it. You can't go through. You can buy it.
If you go through Amazon, you can find me later and have me sign it. But if you want it signed right off the bat, you got to.
No, but if you're a person that doesn't necessarily live around here, it might not be as easy to get you to sign it.
This is true. Amazon.com/something. Just search for Missing Mr. Wingfield.
Yeah. And, go there and buy it, or go to clarkwoods.com and buy it. And then maybe if you, I think, is there a notes section?
I don't know if there's a notes section, but I guess there should be if people are going to keep asking me for drawings. I only did 2. I did.
So, well, you got to keep him on his game, on his drawing game.
My drawing game.
Buy more of his books so he can have him draw way back when we were doing the air shows. I think it was when I taught you how to draw penis. So ask Chris to draw penis.
Ask me to draw penis
and see if he's learned anything.
I would love to draw you a penis. I would love it. I would love it if every time you opened my book, you saw a dick right there, just on page 1.
I thought it was on the back cover.
Well, That's a different dick. That's a dick with a beard, smiling at you, saying, "Buy my book."
Wait, where's my John Lovitz?
Buy my book.
No,
that's not good. That's not close. Well, yeah. So it's been out for like a week, and I have some stories.
Okay.
I guess some.
Got some George McFly stories.
Look, honey, it's what you. I can't even do it. I always wanted that moment for myself. And,
What, to be Crispin Glover?
Well, yes. And
open up like the book at the end. It's like, Marty, if you really put your mind to it, you can really
accomplish
achieve
anything.
Yeah.
And to have like a really old made up Leah Thompson standing next to me, and we just came back from playing tennis.
Right, because you're wealthy now. We're living in the exact same house.
Yeah, Michael J. Fox is my kid. It's yeah.
It's really weird. Like they're living in the exact same house.
Yes,
despite him being.
But it's his first novel.
Being somewhat affluent. But they were already playing tennis. They were already making a decent amount of money.
I mean, yes, but it's maybe they were saving up for the next big house. They still had 3 kids. I mean, they still had 3 kids and were living in fucking California.
I don't understand.
80s.
The whole thing about his older brother and sister living at home.
Yeah.
Was because they were working like McDonald's and whatever. And
yeah.
They couldn't afford to move out.
Right.
But his older brother is like dressed up in a suit and he's like having breakfast at that. I don't know if he was just having breakfast with his parents or if he was still living there like Marty. But Marty's still in high school.
Right. Maybe there was an economic downturn, Steve, and
there was in the middle of the 80s.
And
wasn't
the older
there?
brother lost his house and he had to move back in.
Voodoo economics.
Now this is not something that's uncommon. I just want to say, as somebody who had to sell their house and move back in with their parents. I mean, it's not,
I understand. Like I moved out like, in the middle of the worst possible time.
Yeah.
Like 2008 and then I had a series of unfortunate events and had to move back home. So I hear
very
you,
much
Chris.
like Lemony Snicket in that way.
Yeah, only I'm a lot more attractive.
So what were we talking about?
Your book.
Oh, my book. Yeah. So my book came out, and you should buy it. Buy my book.
Okay, so I want to hear stories about like it's fine to plug your book.
No,
give us some entertainment. Around that.
As long as somebody, I hope nobody skipped because I think these stories are at least mildly entertaining.
Oh, neat.
I hope. So day 1 arrives. It comes out on a Tuesday. I scheduled it to come out on a Tuesday because that's when books come out.
And it's also Loser.
Tuesday is Loser, and Book Day. It's both.
Yes.
Well, it can be both. So I get into, I do my morning workout. I have my breakfast. I don't really look at anything in the morning until I get into the office. And so I get into the office. I log on to Amazon just to see where I'm at, right, in terms of rankings and various genres and whatnot. And things are okay. They're, for a tiny little book like mine, it's pretty respectable. But I know,
and for some unknown reason, you were like 5th in manga.
Well, you can pretty much say, well, you select a couple of categories and then you select some keywords, right? And together with the categories and the keywords, that's how you get grouped into the various lists that you are. So I was like, the highest I got was like number 78 in lesbian fiction.
Okay.
Because there are gay women in the book, so I categorized it as it did not say it needed to. I did not say it needed to be written by a gay woman. It just said it had to have to do with gay women. So it was there on one of those days. It was up there in the top 100.
Maybe at some point in your life you could identify as a gay woman.
Maybe if I chop my cock off.
You don't have to do
That's not
that.
True. That is absolutely true. I know. I'm sorry. I was oversimplifying.
Jeez, Chris. Now you're the one. See,
I'm the one saying things that I shouldn't say. Yes,
right.
I'm tired. It's been a long day.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I do think.
You want some candy?
So, No, I don't need some
Skittles.
I think I'd be okay. I think I would be happy being a gay woman.
Okay.
I think it would.
Or identifying one at least.
Or not identifying as one, identifying one.
Yes, you can be like, there's one.
God. I jinxed us by saying we couldn't say anything. I'm not editing this. I'm not. It's what's
fine.
in the show.
We have not said anything like.
Well, I didn't think we did, but then you said that twice. And
No,
I'm
I'm just fucking with you. We're like again with like we'll always go back like to intent. Like, are we intending to disparage people who are lesbian or gay or whatever? Nope.
No.
We are making fun of each other.
Yes.
Right now.
And so I log on to Amazon, right? And I'm checking the stats, but then something catches my eye, Steve.
Ooh.
Something catches my eye, and it's so you can buy. I don't know if have you ever been on Amazon.com?
No.
Okay, so on Amazon.com,
I tried to buy an SNES Classic on Amazon.com, and it's too expensive.
Now, were you buying it directly from
Amazon?
I'm
not buying it
from a third party.
It's always a third party at this point for things like that.
So this is what caught my eye.
Was it your book?
No. Well, so what I log on to my books page on Amazon, and you can buy it now with free Prime shipping from Amazon, right? And then underneath it, on day one, there is a link for one or buy this one used copy starting at the low price of $23.55.
Wow, people are selling your book over market value.
Okay. Now I have to tell you, Steve.
It wasn't me. We still have both of our copies.
No. Because I'm almost 100% sure, unless it was somebody. I honestly think that this place just basically does the same thing for every new book that comes out. And so they put as soon as the book was launched, as soon as it was live, you could buy a copy for $23.55. This book is done through a reputable printer through Ingram, which is one of the major book distributors. Ingram.
Oh, sorry.
Ingram has their tentacles and everything in terms of including
like Ultros. That wasn't One Piece. That was Final Fantasy.
Oh, I thought it was maybe a La Blue Girl.
No. Ultros was like the octopus that attacked the opera house.
Okay. Well, Ingram has its tentacles and everything, including La Blue Girl. So you can, but it's a print. My book is a print on demand book, right? So they only print copies when somebody requests copies. So and at this point on day one, and if it was anybody basically other than Amazon, I needed to authorize that be sold in advance of the release date. Mm-hmm. Right, so if somebody had when like Wahoo, Nebraska had wanted to buy my book and then resell it for $23.55, I would have known about it. So I dug into this person's profile, and they are really shady, but they still have like 4 fucking stars in terms of their rating. But there was somebody in there who said they tried to buy a book from this person or something from this person. They had second thoughts and canceled like within the next 90 minutes, but the people were like, nope, sorry. Sent it to them, and then he tried to send it back, and it was going to some foreign country and ended up costing him $200 in shipping or something to send it back. It sounds like a total scam, and I don't like that is there on my damn book, but I don't know that I can.
That's I think that's why, like, and even Nintendo, who I'm Nintendo. I keep on saying Nintendo, which is constantly not making enough things. Although they finally have enough Switches for people.
Oh, okay.
Which is
for
good.
all those kids that have gotten in trouble. They're gonna get a Switch.
Aha. But they finally have enough of those, and I think they posted their first profit since the Wii.
Oh,
and it's a lot. They made a lot of money this year.
I can only imagine. The Super Mario the Odyssey came out.
Yeah, I have it, and I haven't played it yet because I kind of want to play it together, Becky and I.
Yeah.
So I've been playing Fire Emblem Warriors.
I heard it. Somebody described it as Super Mario plus The Sims or something like that.
What?
But I don't know what that meant.
Well, I don't know. I've seen some people play it, and you're just running around, and then your hat is magical, and then you can possess things, which Nintendo is saying is not possessing. You throw the hat at something, and then it just you can like be like a bullet bill or a
I think I've seen some animations of it. It looks
or a Tyrannosaurus Rex or
if I liked the 3D style Mario, I would be all over that. But I only like 2D scroller Mario.
Well, you never know. I thought I wasn't going to like Super Mario 64, which shows like what happened to Super Mario 4 through
4 through 63.
Yeah,
I don't know, Steve. Did you ever find out the answer to that?
I don't understand. Like, I get it. It's called the Nintendo 64 because of like how many bits the
WrestleMania 64. No, it was WrestleMania 2000. Yeah, sorry.
But just like everything, like it was Wave Race 64. Every almost every launch title was like something 64.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that like the Legend of Zelda wasn't Zelda 64.
But they had more taste than that.
Yes, it was
Zelda team.
The Ocarina of Time instead.
The Ocarina of 64.
No. All right, so I want to hear stories. I don't want to hear about Amazon.com.
Okay, well, so that was one story, and but most of the stories.
that was a story.
That was a story. You didn't think that was a story? That was
you just telling me Amazon can sometimes suck.
Well,
because of their independent sellers.
Yeah.
That aren't Amazon. Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand how some of them are selling it at less than the cost of what Amazon is selling it at. And I guess I understand how that works.
Well, like if they had pre-ordered it from you,
yeah,
they could sell it because like if they pre-ordered from you, it was only like $12, right?
It was initially $12. I bumped it to $16 later because I realized how much money I was losing. But
okay.
It was.
So us folks, like at the beginning, got it.
Yeah, everyone at the beginning. I shouldn't phrase it that way. I'm happy for everyone who bought it, but I realized I should probably put it up to 16 because I was also going to be spending money on shipping and.
So that's like 2 drinks now.
Yeah. No, but so there's people selling it for $12.55, but these are not, as far as I can tell, people who have already bought it. I think these are people who, if you bought it from them, they would then print a copy on demand and send it out to you. And because of the way I have everything set up, they could do that, I guess, and make a profit, a small profit. I don't know. I don't understand how Amazon third-party sellers work, especially the ones around books. It's a weird. But there's a lot of things I don't understand. I got another thing I don't understand.
What is it?
All right, do you mind if I read you a review?
Sure.
Okay, so this is only a paragraph.
Okay.
So yesterday I read. I'll save part of the story.
Okay.
Okay. I want to read you the review and ask you how many stars do you think this review would have gotten?
Okay.
Okay. So let me find, where is it? Come on. There we go. Okay. This is from Sharon. Sharon, who is an educator and read the book on NetGalley. So NetGalley is a place where book reviewers and educators can go check out books for free to decide whether or not they want to use them in their classroom or review them for their blog or whatever. So Sharon on NetGalley wrote this review.
Cool.
Now, it's important to note that I saw the star rating for this review first on a different site and then only eventually sort of tracked down this review. So it took me a second to find this.
So if you guys are on NetGalley, review his book and give him better fucking star rating than this.
Okay, but listen to this review. All right. So, Missing Mr. Wingfield. This book was an interesting read. Mm-hmm. Well written, but really was most bizarre. Book centers, and so I'm thinking Sharon is from Great Britain or the UK because it centers RES instead of ERS. So
okay.
Book centers around
WERS, Emerson College Radio.
You did that pretty well for someone who didn't go to Emerson.
No, but I did go to Framingham. I went to State College.
Book centers around Tracy, the daughter, and Vern/Veronica, the mum, and how Veronica's choices
definitely English.
Have impacted on Tracy and her need for a father figure, which she has in her uncle, as well
I
as...
don't need your father figure. Put your tiny hand in mine. Wait. I can be the one who holds you till the end of time.
Which she has in her uncle, as well as her somewhat weird and perverted father being involved in her life. The plot is based around how the other characters perceive the actions of the others involved in the story, and the story told through flashbacks and hallucinations that the characters experience. Certainly a unique way of writing a book, and I did enjoy it.
Okay.
Very dark in places, but this darkness was necessary to set the scene and balance the characters out. All in all, a good, enjoyable read. A little bizarre, but one I will remember.
Okay.
So that's a pretty good review, right?
I'd say that's a good review.
That's a good review. So how many stars do you think that review was?
Well,
worth?
I'm assuming it's not 4 or 5 because, yeah. So I guess 3.
It was a 3-star review. What the Okay.
I mean, that's more than half.
Right. So I am very thankful for that. Anybody, and I did this.
It seems like she should have been 4 stars.
Yeah,
it seems like a 4-star.
It does not seem like a 5-star review.
No,
it seems like a solid 4-star review to me.
She's like, I like this. It was a little bit odd, but yeah,
I liked it. She went like multiple times. She came back to saying, I liked it.
Yeah, so, it's weird. Like the star ratings are kind of garbage like that because like I mean that's why I think Netflix switched to the thumbs up, thumbs down.
I
thing,
agree
because like in this instance, she probably would have said thumbs up, but maybe like there was something else that she didn't say,
right? That
she didn't like about it.
Sure, no, and I can tell that it's not her favorite thing. Like that's what I'm saying, but she did like it, and so anyway. On my little YouTube show that I've been doing, which is not really a YouTube show, it's just my friend Brandon.
You unboxing things?
No, my friend Brandon was doing a video for every day he was 40, and I was like, I'll do it too, Brandon.
Is it called This Is 40?
It is not called This Is 40. Anyway, I did one last night on this subject, but I wanted to bring it up on the show, on this podcast, because I wanted to bounce it off of you.
Okay.
And maybe we've talked about this before, but I think so. Preface this by saying I'm very thankful that Sharon reviewed the book. I'm very thankful that anybody has read the book. I look forward to any reviews I get. So putting all that aside, I think 5-star review systems are bullshit. Now it's I think we're in agreement that thumbs up, thumbs down is the better thing. But if you're going to have a star rating system, it should be an even number of stars. 4 stars, 6 stars even, but it should be an even number of stars.
I get that because because if she had to choose between 2 out of 4 or 3 out of 4, she probably still would have gone with 3.
I think so. Now maybe Sharon doesn't use the 5th star or doesn't use the 1st star. I don't know. So maybe 3 out of 5 is really good.
I don't know. Maybe across the pond it's that they use 4 stars and that she didn't even realize
she could give a 5th star.
Or well, she didn't want to give it 4 stars because she thought that would have been like perfect.
Right. Right, and that 5 stars is reviewed.
So let's just give her the benefit of the doubt. It's not a bad review.
She's awesome. She's the first person to review it, as far as I know.
And it's like she that's well thought out. She wrote a lot about what she actually brought up things in the book.
Yeah, and she didn't spoil anything. So it's
she did a good job. And it's not like on like how did this get made when people give 5-star reviews for terrible movies that make no fucking sense. This made sense and it was an all right review.
Yeah,
as far as the stars go.
I was just like, come on. So the first thing I saw on Goodreads, which is a popular site for reviewing books. I saw 3 stars, but it didn't have any of the narrative part of the review. Oh. So then I went looking. I was like, I wonder if she wrote her review somewhere else. And sure enough, I came across NetGalley, and that's where the whole thing was posted. But yeah, it was just really, it was really odd because I saw 3 stars and I was like, oh man, I don't know. I saw it yesterday when I was at my in-laws house, and I was like, I don't know if I want to read this.
You guys,
and then I read it and it was good.
Anybody out there that's read the book, give Chris a review that's more than 3 stars for fuck's sake.
No, I mean, as long as
it averages out to 3.5 at this point.
I want people to be honest, right? And if it is a 2-star or a 1 star, I mean, I gotta take my lumps. I don't want people to sugarcoat it for me, but or maybe
Do you want some candy?
maybe sugarcoat it a little.
Yeah. Give him a little sugar.
Give me a little sugar. Let's see.
Hail to the king, baby.
One last story.
Stories.
Stories.
Weren't you in Boston yesterday?
I was in Boston on Saturday for
okay.
Bookfest with a backpack full of books that I didn't sell.
You didn't sell any
I
of
didn't
them?
sell any of them.
Well, it's kind of hard to, like, did you have like a little sign on your shirt that said, I'm selling my book?
No, but I sent out a tweet that said, look for the bearded guy with a backpack.
Yeah. Fucking everybody that was there that was a man, probably.
Yeah. No, I was wearing an orange jacket.
Oh. So everybody,
Kind of, sort of.
everybody that follows you on Twitter was also at the Boston Book Fest.
Might have had a chance. Actually, everybody who follows me on a lot of the percentage of people who follow me on Twitter who have any interest in books have probably already bought the book or put it on their list of things to get at some point. Again, something I'm very thankful for. So I was preaching to the choir, but I was kind of like, if anybody's out there, come see me.
So, I mean, what did you talk to people while you were there?
I did, yeah. No, I went.
And so when you were talking to these people, and it's like, I have my book on me if you want to, I'm selling it for X amount.
no, I didn't do that.
Yeah, that probably would have made more sense than you tweeting out to a bunch of people who aren't there.
But I'm going to be at the Ipswich Book Fair or Ipswich Local Author Fair
Do you have
on
a
Saturday.
table or anything?
I do. I have a table this time.
Okay, good.
And what I realized is that the Boston Book Fair would probably be a good place for me to have a table next year, and so it was kind of a research trip this time.
Okay.
To find out, like, is this a place I'd like to be at? And sure enough, yeah, it was. And I got to see some friends. In passing, I got to go see a couple of readings, buy a couple of books. It was good. What the heck was yeah. And
What the fuck was that?
the other story. I was trying to remember what the other story was.
What was the yeah. Okay.
Do you want to take a guess how many? So I did a book giveaway. That was the other thing I did this week. Take a guess how many people registered to win my book for free.
10.
More than that.
Whoa, okay. 12.
You got to add at least one more number.
13.
No. I mean like it's a 3-digit.
Oh, okay. 100.
422.
Holy shit.
422 people on Goodreads registered to win my book for free. Now, will any of those people go buy my book now that they didn't win it for free? Probably not. Because Goodreads has a whole section where they say, these are all the things available for free. So you just go on there, and if you're looking for free books to read, you just click enter. You don't have to do anything. They just say, make sure this is the address to send it to if you win. And I think, so all the people who sort of hang out on Goodreads do it. But it made me feel really awesome that 422 people wanted to, win my book for free.
Cool.
And 10 people did. And I sent those 10 people
Did you autograph them too?
I did.
Did you draw dicks on them?
I did not draw dicks on them. All of the
Thanks for winning my book. Here's a dick.
all of the winners were women, as far as I could tell.
They may or may not have appreciated.
They may
it.
or may not have appreciated the dick.
Most likely, they probably wouldn't.
Yeah, no, probably. I mean, because
but I don't want to assume.
Yeah, I don't want to assume because as Banky said in Chasing Amy.
Banksy?
No, Banksy said in Chasing Amy.
Do you think Banksy's ever done some penis graffiti art?
I'm sure he has.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Banky definitely has. You remember Banky?
Yes, from the movie. Yeah.
Yeah. What's a Nubian? No. Shut the fuck up. I was talking with somebody about.
He does these impressions.
I was talking. Oh, it was my brother-in-law. We were talking about Kevin Smith movies and came to the conclusion that Chasing Amy is the only good Kevin Smith movie ever made.
Shut up. I like Clerks. I will always like
Clerks.
Clerks.
Oh, sorry. Clerks is... No, okay. Clerks and Chasing Amy.
And I have a soft spot for Mallrats too. So like those first three,
yeah. I have a soft spot for some of the later ones, but in terms of like, on the one that I always go back to, that thinking like, oh, I'd like to watch that again, is Chasing Amy. Like, for all its faults, and I'm sure that a lot of my students today, who are way more up to date on gender politics and queer studies and whatever, could tell me all the various reasons that,
why that's not a good
Chasing
movie.
Amy is not a good movie. But
But back in like 93?
96, 97.
Oh, it was that late. Wow,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, because Clerks was 94, and
Yeah, you're
Mallrats
right. Because
was
I think
95.
Yucko drove us there to the movie.
Oh,
theater.
did
we went to see it in Burlington, not Vermont.
No, the good old Burlington, not the mall, but across the street from the mall.
Right near the Chili's.
Oh, baby back roof.
There's a B-Dubs over there now too.
B-dubs. What's a B-dubs?
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, B-doubles.
Or the, as I like to call it, the explosive diarrhea mountain.
Title.
Do you really want that to be the first thing people see? Yeah. Oh, I flipped to the back page. Oh, look at this. Chris does this podcast. Explosive diarrhea mountain. No, thank you. I should return this book.
No, they won't. They won't see that unless they look. They open the book and they go to the website, and then they already have bought the book.
They'll return the book and they'll return the podcast.
They can't return. It was just like I haven't been taking notes on what other possible titles would be, and that's now we're getting to the end. I will remember the explosive diarrhea mountain and that one. Anyway,
it's where I go when I need to clean out the tank. If you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean.
There's one up at the Pheasant Lane Mall now too.
There is, yeah. There's one.
I was there recently. I had to get because it's the end of the month and I needed to get inspected, so I went and got a quick service at up at Sears before they don't exist anymore.
Are they? Yeah.
I don't think they're doing so hot.
No.
Like the Sears and Kmart. There's a Kmart in Acton.
That's where
for some reason people still go to.
That's where I went with my grandmother and my aunt when I was a little kid. That's where we bought Star Wars figures.
Bolodrome afterwards?
No, we would go to the McDonald's. The building is still there in that parking lot.
Yeah, they haven't done anything.
It hasn't been done anything to it in a long time.
That's been closed for I think at least 10 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time. So we would go to that McDonald's, and then my memory is of my grandmother, although my aunt might have also been the one to do it later after my grandmother passed away. But we would go across the parking lot and buy me Star Wars figures from these giant, which at the time seemed like giant bins. The sort of same things where you'd get the DVDs out of at like fucking Walmart now.
Fucking Walmart.
At fucking Walmart. Not just Walmart, but fucking Walmart. That's where you get all your dildos.
Are there just people banging at this particular Walmart, or is it a Walmart where you can fuck?
Yes.
Okay.
No, but it's like those bins about the size of this table here, which to like a 3, 4, 5-year-old would be pretty tall, and they'd let me reach in and grab whatever Star Wars figure I wanted. I was still on the fucking Walmart wavelength, and I'm like, I don't think there should be 5-year-olds there. No, probably not. So we did frequent that Kmart way back in the day.
And you could possibly do it again, like if you ever have to pick up something.
I know. I
don't even know what they.
When fucking The Last Jedi comes out, I take my kids there and be like, hey, we can't go to McDonald's, but we can still go in here and buy some.
You can take them to the Drome.
I could take them to the Drome.
Get the barriers in the gutters.
Yeah. I still have those.
Because Candlepin is fucking tricky. It's not easy to play Candlepin bowling.
Yeah, I mean they're smaller balls.
Yeah, but you get 3 of them.
Yeah,
as opposed to 2.
That's what my wife tells me.
Balls.
She's happy that they're smaller, and she's happy that there are 3.
What?
No, so Kmart, Walmart, Star Wars. What were we talking about? Oh,
your book.
Shit, yeah. Well, we were talking about my book, which is still on sale, and people should buy it. And see, people started asking me this week, where should I buy it? And I started pointing more people towards Amazon, because one of the other things I was obsessively watching was what it would take for me to rise up the rankings. And it seemed like it did not take very much. Now, this is completely unscientific because...
Should we have waited and bought it on Amazon?
No, because you guys gave me more money, right? And now it's people ask me where to buy it, and I'm like, well, if you buy it for me, I'm going to get more money. But if you buy it from Amazon at this point...
It's going to get more exposure.
It gets more exposure.
So both is what you're saying.
Yeah. At some point, I may go and put the Kindle version on sale which is, so if all you're gonna do is buy the Kindle version, maybe wait and I'll let you know when it's gonna go on sale.
Can I do a chapter of your audiobook?
I do need to do an audiobook because there are people who I'm like, which chapter would Steve do? You do the chapter from the 8-year-old girl. It's per point of view. No.
I just made a face.
But
it was just sort of like a
yeah, no. So I was watching the stats go up and down, and it didn't seem like it took that many books at any one given time for it to rise really high in the rankings. So I think to get into like the top 100 in any given day in like a particular category, I think you only need to sell between a half dozen and a dozen books.
So buy 12 of them on Amazon and just buy one from the website.
Yeah. And then, but the other thing that is really confusing about their site is, I've already talked about this too long. Should I shut up? Okay.
I don't know.
Well, all right. So here's the one last thing that I noted about this week. So Ingram is my printer. I mentioned that Ingram is my printer.
Igaram?
And am I supposed to drink? That okay? Oh, hold on.
I did that one twice for Brian.
So they're my printer. They have a little dashboard like all the other places to show me how many copies have been printed /sold /whatever. I don't think that thing is updated very much because Amazon kept going back and forth between we have no copies available, we have 2 copies available, we have 1 copy available, like every day. And it was impossible to understand like what was happening there. And now they apparently, as of this morning, have 7 copies available.
Wow.
So I don't know what that is, but
I think it might cause urgency for people to buy it. It'd be like, oh, there's only 7 copies. I should buy it because it seems to be a hot ticket.
Right. And so, but my printer is not updating at all to say that any more printed copies have been bought. So I have no idea what's going on there. And I forget the point of that anecdote. It's just
I never knew it to begin with.
That I am not cut out for this part of the job, the numbers tracking, because I will just stare at the numbers and obsess over the fact that the numbers indicate how much anybody likes me or likes my work.
Well,
and that's not true.
Don't worry about it, because if that was true, then the numbers for this podcast.
Are you going to see Thor?
Yes.
You're going to see Thor. Thor Ragnarok is coming out this week. On Thor's Day, I'm going to go see it. I'm going to see it early. I'm going to see it early on
midnight or
7 o'clock. 7 o'clock.
Oh, they're doing earlier showing?
Yeah, they traditionally now do like a 7 o'clock and like a 9 o'clock show. I don't think they do the midnight shows anymore. At least in most places, they kind of do a 7 and a 9 on.
It's not like
Thursdays.
it's not like the Phantom Menace, which was such a massive hit.
Oh my God, had to see that twice in one day, 3 times in one weekend. It was
definitely saw that twice in one day because you guys got tickets to like what was it 2 in the morning?
Yeah, it was when we came out of the movie theater. The sun was coming up.
Yeah. Because it was the summertime, and then I went to see it again that evening, and then that after sleeping, and I was like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I hope we don't feel that way about the Last Jedi. I really liked the other one,
Force Awakens.
The 40 Awakens.
That's what? You.
I am awake, and I am 40. But Thor is coming out this week, and it's supposed to be good. Like I hear it's like really funny, and which is very strange. I saw an interview
because the
today,
first 2 Thor movies were boring as hell,
and Chris Hemsworth knows it. So like he went into the initial meetings for this. I saw an interview with him today, and he said to Kevin Feige, the producer at Marvel, he's like, "I'm bored of myself playing this character. I am bored. Let's do something different." And of course, probably part of that is PR speak, that they want it. But I honestly think he believed it because he made them come down and shoot it in Australia. Mm-hmm. He got a New Zealand director, so he got somebody from down there, and they went all in all, balls to the wall funny. Like, yeah, I mean, I can't believe that a Thor movie is going to be anywhere near like the echelon of like Guardians of the Galaxy or the first Avengers or any of those. But
I don't think the first Avengers was all that funny.
It's funnier than the second Avengers.
Yeah, but the second Avengers was better.
Yeah, I mean, I like both Avengers, but I think the first one had more yucks per minute.
Yeah, sure.
It didn't have 0 yucks. I mean, it was not
yucko.
I
wonder if he listens to this.
That was a really strained attempt to say his name. Not Yuck Zero. Yeah.
It was like Coke Zero.
No, it's not called Coke Zero anymore. It's called Coca-Cola Zero Sugar.
But apparently it tastes different.
Does it?
Well, I don't know. I don't drink soda.
Different from Coke Zero?
Yeah.
Oh. That's interesting.
Apparently it tastes more like regular Coca-Cola.
Well, I think that's what they were always going for with Coke Zero. So.
But I remember when Pepsi did that, like, I think it was like Pepsi Max, or I don't remember what the fuck it was.
Yeah.
And it sort of did. I think Tom Green was their their spokesperson.
Yeah, they did Pepsi Throwback.
And he's like, my bum is on the Pepsi.
My bum is on the Pepsi.
What was that?
I don't know. I just wanted that to be like an uncomfortable silence there for a second.
I can blow a bubble with my bum.
My bum is on your lips. My bum is on your lips. And if I'm lucky, then you might just give a little kiss.
I don't think he actually ever said that.
No, Eminem says that.
Oh.
In whatever song it was that came out around that time
that
where
he was
making
saying
fun of Tom Green.
Well, you know, I'm an easy target.
You know. iPhone, right?
Oh yeah, iPhone.
There's
10.
two other things on this. I ordered an iPhone 10.
You did? Did you wait in a line to do it?
I didn't. No, it's
like when I was at the mall this weekend, like waiting for my car to get done. I did walk by the Apple store, and there was a line.
Probably I would imagine it would be for the iPhone 8.
So people are just waiting to
to like get one. I don't know. That store is weird because I mean I shouldn't say. That store is one of the two stores in New Hampshire that are right on the border, and because they're right on the border, they are a popular place for resellers, enthusiasts. We were told to call them back when I worked there, to come and
because
buy
of the zero taxes,
and then they bring them back to wherever they do and send them back to China.
Which is who made them in the first place.
Who made them in the first place. Yeah, it's... at any rate, no, I got up at 3 a.m. on Friday and kept hitting refresh on my iPhone app, and it didn't work, and it didn't work, and it didn't work, and by the time it worked, it was like 15 minutes after, and my phone was out to like 2 to 3 weeks. So I was bummed, but
oh man,
I gotta wait till like November 17th and November 24th. Now other people have been seeing their ship dates improve, but not me.
Well, I think you'll be fine because
considering I have an awesome phone already.
Your 7 will probably
my 7 Plus.
7 Plus will probably still work.
Yeah, it still works. It's still awesome. Yeah, so
I'm the Apple fanboy.
I'm a dork.
Yes, you are.
But I'm going to have an awesome phone that can make my face into emoji, Steve. I haven't decided which one I'm going to try first.
Can it make your dreams come true?
I don't know. My dreams...
Where were you?
I think everybody on the podcast, everybody listening right now can make my dreams come true by buying my book.
I think people are fucking aware.
No.
That you have a book.
That's my only dream, Steve. That's all I want.
All right, well...
I want people to like me.
I know that at least one of the people that listens regularly already did buy your book.
Already did buy my book. Yeah, I know.
I'm not sure about Brian or Leo.
Yeah, at any rate.
And Mike, I think he's caught up too.
Yeah. What was that? There was one other thing on the list, but we've only got a minute and 20 seconds. And it was about Kevin Spacey. But my favorite show getting
canceled almost instantaneously. Like, how fucking dumb are you?
I don't...
Not you, Chris.
Yeah, no, but like
Kevin
so,
Spacey, how dumb are you?
Well, here's the thing.
Like, if you're going to apologize for doing something
Yeah.
that was shitty, which is what you did,
Right.
and you apparently, like, when you apologize, that means you're sort of admitting your guilt, and then, you're asking for forgiveness.
Yeah.
But then to simultaneously come out, it's the worst fucking possible time.
Like, did anybody read that statement and like say, Kevin, come on?
Like, just apologize.
Yeah.
And then maybe if people like eventually like warm up to you again, like they did to Don Imus. Oh wait, that never happened.
But then
I'm sorry I said that.
But then Netflix goes and so like they try to make the case, or it's kind of leaked out that the sixth season was always going to be the last season. This next season that's coming up, that it was always going to be the last season, and but they took this opportunity to like leap on that and be like, yep, last season. I'm not a huge fan of Netflix using this moment in this opportunistic fashion.
So everybody's an opportunistic ass right now, is what you're saying.
Right now, and I'm not.
But most especially Kevin Spacey.
Yes,
and even more especially fucking Weinstein.
Yeah. It's
and even more especially douchebag president.
Douchebag McGee, the Agent Orange, who may, if we're lucky, get indicted on something sooner.
Well, I mean, it started today. Let's hope that it continues and steamrolls into we don't have a government anymore.
Hey, we've done okay.
We have to we got to start from scratch.
Yeah, that's what you do when the old government isn't working anymore. That's what they said. The founders, they said, throw it all out.
Yeah, and they also made this electoral college to prevent something shitty like this from happening.
Oh yeah, what a good job they did.
Nope. You can find the blah, blah, blah for this blah, blah, blah episode.
You can find the show notes for this episode at clarkwoods.com/hot/170. If you have anything to say about what we had to say, you can send an email to hot@clarkwoods.com, or you can tweet us. I'm at ECC1977.
And I am at Tuesday is Loser. That's Tuesday, IS, Loser, all one word, baby.
We didn't talk about how candy corn is still apparently the favorite Halloween candy of New Hampshire.
That's bullshit.